probably heard that good processes create consistent results. I'm going to challenge that. Your processes do create results, and they should create consistent results. What happens a lot is advisors will follow processes and they get fixated on doing the process. They don't actually take the time to remember what the process is supposed to give them, which in most cases is a new client. Now, as you add processes to your business, that could be your sales process, it could be your marketing approach, your drip marketing. It could be that, first 60, 70, 80, 90 days that a new client experiences with you. That's a process. They're incredibly important, but the process will never be more important than the results it creates. Oftentimes, for some reason, financial advisors, they get really fixated on marketing processes. If I do this, 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 and this, it will yield me 10 appointments. And yes, that's great information to have. If you have a process in place and you know that you're going to get 10 appointments from doing it, stick with it, right? We don't want to rattle that boat. But doing that process is not going to be more important than holding the appointment. You also should never consider something to be a process unless it's either turnkey, like through automation, or it's duplicatable by someone else. For the solo and individual advisors out there, if you have no team around you, it's just you, yeah, you have your process, but it's not really process driven, right? You're just doing what you know. You're doing what works for you. But if you add someone to your firm, let's say you decide to hire an associate advisor. If that person cannot jump right into your sales process, then it's not really a process. Let's pretend that your goal is to bring on 10 new clients this month. What you're going to do is look at your marketing to figure out how much marketing you need to do to get those clients. So if workshops, educational workshops are your main marketing funnel to bring in clients, you can say, every workshop I host, I usually get about 15 appointments. And then of those 15 appointments, usually about 3 of them turn into clients. That's great. Have that data. So then with that knowledge, one workshop yields 3 clients on average. The answer is easy, right? Do 4 workshops and you'll get at least 10 clients. You should get 12 if your numbers are right. But here's where it gets a little dicey. Let's say it's getting towards the end of the month. Maybe we'll call it the 20, 21, 22, somewhere around that date. You've got another workshop on the calendar, but your last workshop did incredibly well. Almost every single person that showed up set an appointment with you. So now you have, let's say, instead of 15 appointments on average, you actually have 30 appointments now. If you have 30 appointments coming up in the next, call it 10 days, 9 days, do not push those appointments back just to make sure that you get your 4th workshop on the calendar. I know you're going to want to, and I know you're going to want to follow your process that's been working. I know. But there's an old adage, never lose the bird in your hand to go after the birds in the bush. It's the same thing. If your sales process follows that same trend, your 15 appointments in your sales process now will become 3 clients, right? So your 30 appointments now, that should become 6 new clients. So you should hit your 10 new clients a month goal. But when you take your focus off of the sales process, your time is condensed more, right? You have more appointments, and that's awesome. We do this for appointments. That's the lifeblood, right? That's the number one measurement you should have. But don't take your focus off your appointments just to put it back into your marketing. Because the only reason you're doing the workshops is to drive the appointments. But if you lose focus on your sales process, let's say you don't do those additional touches before and after your appointment. Let's say you don't put the same amount of time into building out the proposal as you normally would. Whatever it is, when you start to waver from what you built the process to do, your results are going to go down. So now, what if your 30 appointments only turn into 3 clients? You lost people. If you lost people because you took your eye off the ball when it comes to the appointments, well, now you have a handful of individuals. In this example, it's 3, but they're now going cold, right? Now you have to drip on them. Now you got to stay in touch with them. They're gone, but you had your at bat and you missed. You swung and you missed. Never put the process above the results.
Only for the